Hello, my friends. Maggie here. Thank you so much for stopping by today. We are continuing in our July Junk Journal Challenge. The hashtag is hashtag JJJC2025. And again, this is hosted by Lee's Art and Junk Journal Wonderland. Thank you again, Lee. I can't help but thank you every day because I'm so appreciative of this challenge that you hosted, and I'm enjoying participating in it so very much. Excuse me, something wrong with my ear. Oh my goodness. So I do have some shout outs to a lot of the lovely ladies that made comments on my videos, and I appreciate it so much. I especially appreciate the comments on that were made today on the map challenge. I don't know, I said yesterday when I videoed that there wasn't a thing wrong with me, but I realized towards the end of the video that I was fighting off a massive headache, and I did not want to accept it. It's like, no headaches for me. But it ended up being a very, very bad headache. So now I understand why I was kind of out of sorts and didn't feel creative, and oh man. Anyway, shout outs to Betty, Sarcastically 60-something, Sarah's Journey, Just Janie T. Williamson, Celia Wofford, Crafty Lenny P., Christine, Leanne Jones, Susan, Gwen, and I'm not sure how to pronounce this name, Giannini, Geannenie. Thank you for commenting. I'm sorry I can't pronounce your name correctly, but thank you for all your kind comments. They mean so much, as I know that you understand that if you're a creator, if you're not, let me tell you, they mean the world to those of us who receive them. So thank you so very much. So today's prompt is his faded photograph. So that's what we're going to be working on today, this faded photograph. And let's see, where am I going to put that in here? I did put way too many pages in here, but I haven't been using them all of my pages, so maybe we can put it right here. But I'm going to set this aside just for the moment so it's not in the way. So faded photograph. I came across these two photographs when I was browsing through my photos on my computer. And these were of my grandparents, and I have no idea when these pictures were taken. And this particular photo isn't as faded and worn looking as this one is, but I tend to think that they were taken about the same time. I don't know. But anyway, I saw these photos, and I saw my grandmother's lovely little face. And when I looked at this photo, I saw my father so vividly in these two pictures. He looked so much like him, but my father actually had a little bit more rounded, softer look to his face than his father. So these are my grandparents. They were from Tennessee, and the name of the town was Jellicoe, Tennessee. And my grandfather was a contractor or a builder, and he put in all the cement sidewalks. He's the one that was the first one to lay those and to put those in. So he was very talented and very industrious, and I had the privilege, my parents took me there when I was a baby, and we lived there. I don't know how long we lived there, maybe a year or two, until my father decided he wanted to go to California. And I don't have a lot of memories of my grandparents because I was so young. I have a couple, but not a lot. And so I decided to build my page around them today. So let's get going. I know we like to keep these videos as short as possible because there's so many. I did watch a few this morning. I enjoy watching them. Again, everybody is just so creative. Now, yesterday I wanted to do, when I put this page together, I wanted to do some embossing, and I just could not come up with the right sandwich combination. You know how you get for your die cut machine or whatever you use. I have a Sizzix. You have to come up with a sandwich that you can put your die cut in that will be enough pressure to make the embossing, but not enough pressure, but not so much pressure that you can't get it through. Well, I had just embossed a few days ago, and I had it perfect, and I should have wrote it down exactly what I did, but I didn't. And so yesterday I fiddled with ones. I fiddled with every combination I could think of, and with different embossing folders, but nothing was working for me. So obviously it was probably due to that headache, and I'm going to try it again, because I really have fallen in love with embossing, and I've fallen in love with using this gilding polish right here. So I remembered that I did have a pad of paper that the papers were embossed. They're only very lightly embossed, but yet the polish did highlight the design to some extent. So I was happy with it. It's only a background page. And then I have this funny paper here. It has nothing to do with anything except I just like it, and I decided I wanted to use it. And so I wanted to put these, and I found this poem. I believe the author is Dave Harris. On the mantelpiece they sit, glimpses of yesterday, memories of the good times before you said it was your time to go. Memories linger on when the shadows disappear. Memories of the times when you were near. Glimpses of the love we had, memories of time I never wish to forget, captured forever in our faded photograph. So I thought that was a cute poem. So let's just put these down here. I have this piece of denim. Obviously my grandfather was dressed in some denim work overalls. We made a trip several years ago, my husband and I, to Jellicoe from Michigan. I wanted to visit again the place where I was not from, but the place where I'd lived as a baby and where my grandparents were from. So we made a trip there. I had no addresses, no contacts of anybody. The only person that well, it was on that trip, actually, I connected with a cousin that I hadn't seen since I was a child, since I was a very little girl, a toddler. And it looks in this photo, I don't know if it shows up on camera, but it looks like she was wearing a gingham dress. And so I had this blue gingham because she did have beautiful blue eyes, as did my father. And so I'm putting a piece of that fabric down for her dress. So we made this trip to Jellicoe. It was on a holiday. I think it was the 4th of July weekend that year. And I really was hoping to connect with somebody that I knew from there, some relative or somehow something, It was a big desire of mine. And lo and behold, we were sitting, like I said, it was a holiday, and they were having kind of a festival, a little town festival. It's just a small little town. At that time, still, it was a small little town. And they were having a festival. I don't mind if this sticks over the edge of the page a little bit. They were having a festival there, serving food and all the good Southern goodies, And I saw this man walking, and I said, gosh, he reminds me of my dad. And so I went and I approached him and asked him, and he said, yes. My maiden name? And he said, yes, I'm a cousin. I knew your father and your grandfather, and he told me their names. And I asked, and I was so amazed that the first person I talked to was actually a cousin. And I said to him, well, where is my grandmother and grandfather's home, you know? And he said, he said, you know, they've been dead for many, many, many years. He says, it's, sometimes they say things, it's over in that holler over there. And the house was still there, and to my amazement, I got to see it. I didn't get to go inside, of course. I didn't even broach that. But I did get to see the home where they lived and where I lived for a very short part of my life with them, which was really amazing and exciting to me. I was so thrilled to have this piece of my past come to life a little bit. So then he said, I know some other cousins that would be so happy to meet you. And I said, really? He said, yeah. So he took me to them. He was the son of one of my father's sisters. I want this fabric to show a little bit more. And he took me there, and he says, Margaret Marie. That's my real name, my given name, Margaret Marie. Oh my goodness, he says, I remember you when you were here. He said, your mother used to dress you so cute in the most beautiful little dresses. And of course, they were dresses that she had made. She was quite, I said before, she was quite a beautiful seamstress. And he said, yes. He says, and he was so happy. He was as happy as I was. And he took me to, I met his wife, and I kind of connected with him, and we still stay in touch, not as much as perhaps I would like to, but we do stay in touch. And it was such a wonderful experience. I just can't even tell you how much I enjoyed that and making that contact. And yeah, it was amazing. Jellicoe, Tennessee. I guess that town nowadays it used to be in the day a coal mining town. But today it's plagued by poverty and drugs, unfortunately. So sad. All right, so this is going to be my page. I just need to glue it down. Let me do that. Where should I start? Well, it doesn't matter. So it's just a little bit of history come to life for me. And I'm not putting for one thing, I don't have frames to fit these, but I kind of like this look on a page of just the frame, just framing certain part of the photo. Yeah, I like that. So I think I'm going to need Fabri-Tac. I hope it's going to work for me today to glue down this denim. And of course it's clogged here on the end, even though it was covered. Mercy, Fabri-Tac. Okay, I'm not going to worry about tacking this down because it will be tacked down just because of everything that's been glued on top of it. I love this stuff. I don't know what it is or how it's made, but I got it from Amazon. It was in a large pack of several different colors of this. Oh, not several, maybe 5. And then coordinating papers and other interesting pieces similar to this but different, different types of fibers. And yeah, and I really like it. when it's all used up, I probably will reorder it because I don't use it in everything, but I use it enough to make it worth buying again. Oh, I hear my little grandbaby. She's screaming her little lungs out about something. Her voice. This is another photograph on the back. It just I happened to use the paper to print. I used this photograph the other day. So yeah, I felt really bad yesterday for not only the way my video, I wasn't happy with my video, but I got some lovely comments about it anyway, so thank you all. And I appreciated the support. Oh, she's really going to town down there, just squealing away. So I get to watch her today for a while. I'm very happy about that. So I wanted to get this video up and going. I didn't answer any of my comments yet like I normally do because I'll answer them later today. I hear her just screaming. She makes me laugh. Oh, I wish you could see her. She is just a little doll. And she's so, she's got such a strong personality. Very, very strong personality. Yeah, my sister was the one that got the blue eyes. She had beautiful blue eyes too that she got from her grandparents. And my father, he had beautiful blue eyes. But my brother and I got brown eyes, which are just as beautiful, but you know, there's something about blue eyes. So anyway, I don't think I finished telling you, I was not able to get my pages to emboss correctly. I mean, I couldn't find the right combination to lay down on the die cut machine to give it the right amount of pressure. So I remembered I had this paper pad. I believe I got this paper pad from Michael's when it was on sale. And the papers are different colors with different designs of the embossing. Each color has all the designs of the embossing, which are all a little bit different. And so I thought, but the embossing is not real deep. It doesn't go real deep in the page. So I thought, I wonder if this will work. So I got out the polish, the what's it called? Gilding polish. And I thought, well, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try. I think I may need the Fabri-Tac for this. I'm going to give it a try. And it did a decent job. I mean, like I said, the embossing is not very deep, so it was difficult to keep it off of the other portions of the design, but actually I like the way it turned out. I think it turned out good. I guess I covered up that word there. I probably shouldn't have. Okay. So I hope y'all are having a good day. I'm feeling much, much better today. Much better. I was hoping that my headaches were kind of all behind me, but apparently they're not. And I'm not even sure if that one that I had yesterday was a migraine or just a bad headache. I don't know which way to put this. I think it shows a little bit more of their faces this way. She is just, I hope she's in a good mood when she comes up here. I don't know how long I'm going to have her for, but for as long as they need me to have her. I may not get this video uploaded right away, but that's okay. I don't mind. Oh my goodness, Maggie, put this down here. And I fussy cut some flowers and things last night. I may need a couple more. Where are those? If I can find a couple more blue ones, I don't know. Oh. I didn't cut out as many as I thought I had. But yeah, that was a fun visit that we made on that trip. Where were we headed? Actually, I think our younger daughter was with us. I think we were headed to Florida. We were headed to Florida, and my husband and I were going on this little cruise. It wasn't much of a cruise, really. It was to the Bahamas, but it was not, you know, it was just for a few days. I don't even know how we how we came into that, but it was, we took my daughter with us, and she stayed. She was only about, oh, maybe she was 9 or 10, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't have really good recollection of all of that. But she stayed with some friends that we'd had in Michigan that moved to Florida. They had some girls her age. So she stayed there while we were gone, and we came back and got her and came home. So you never need to, well, you do need to be afraid to talk to strangers, but sometimes following your intuition is a very good thing, you know, and that's what I did that day. I just followed my intuition, and it was a good call. It was a very good call. They're sweet, nice people. I do remember collecting, my grandmother had a lot of chickens, and I have a picture someplace. It may be in storage in Michigan, but I have a picture someplace of they let me try to attempt to collect the eggs every once in a while. But those chickens, she had some big roosters. I have some pictures of some of those. The picture I have is of these roosters and chickens surrounding me, and one of those roosters seemed like it was as big as I was. It probably wasn't really, but that's how I remember it. And I remember I collected some eggs. Probably wasn't more than 2 or 3, and I got all the way to the porch steps. You know, they were in my dress. I probably rolled it up like an apron, and I dropped them. Oh dear, I wasn't much of a farm girl, really. I don't want to put any more. So these little flowers on there. Maybe put one up here in this kind of blank space. So I hope you all enjoyed this page, enjoyed this video. Thank you for your support, your kind comments. I love you all. I've been so happy to see this growth in my channel over the last several days. I hope to see it grow some more. Again, your comments mean a lot to me on a personal level as well as to my channel. So I appreciate each one of them, and I appreciate you. I love you all. And so my page for today, I need some numbers. I love you all, and you all are such a marvelous bunch of talented, creative people. It just is so enjoyable. So let me put my numbers real quick. I can put those on after I get off. So let me share a verse with you today. And our next prompt is, what is it? What is it? What is it? What did I do with it? Oh, here. Is number 15 written in the margin. And that will be on Monday because this faded photograph will be Friday tomorrow. Well, today is Thursday for me, but it'll be Friday when you see this. So written in the margin. I think I know what I'm going to do for that, but don't know for sure. And then the next one is postcard. All right, well, we shall see what we shall see. Okay. I will hear what God the Lord will speak, for he will speak peace unto his people. Psalms 85:8. Because I live, ye shall live also. John 14:19. Yes. All right, everybody, it's time for me to go. Get ready for my little love bug that I have here, my little sweetheart. And you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Bye, everyone.